major city in...
Maybe they'll take me to their...
Government has yet to ascertain the motive.
Creepy how they just...
To make contact have been unsuccessful.
Evacuation route. We are not waiting around to find them.
Now that I have your attention. So odd request today. People wanted my opinion on UFOs surrounding or circling above. Interesting subject. I'm not a scientist, so I can only speculate, but I think I can throw a little bit of common sense at it. First and foremost, thanks to all my Patreons for making these type of videos possible. Next, the inspirations. Enviro Mama and Black Wolf asked me to do this, and they seem pretty jazzed about it. So let's get into it. If you don't believe in aliens, well, I'm sorry to tell you, there's just way too many confirmed sightings of different shaped objects flying through the air that no one can explain, and even the government is scratching their head about. If you believe that we're alone in this universe, it's possible, but not plausible. We all have our opinions on these types of things. We all have our opinions on aliens and spacecraft and invasions, but we have to look at it logically and we have to use common sense. The best thing to do is just refer to someone who's an actual scientist. So let's take a look.
We humans are obsessed with the idea that we're not alone. That somewhere out there in the universe, there are other life forms intelligent enough to communicate with us, or maybe even destroy us. But if there is life out there, why haven't we heard from them yet? In 1961, the astronomer Frank Drake devised a calculation that predicted the existence of millions of civilizations out there among the stars. His Drake equation used some fairly speculative assumptions, but it ignited our curiosity. Are we just one small part of a vast cosmic zoo? For physicist Enrico Fermi, the contradiction between this prediction and reality made no sense, and it came to be known as the Fermi paradox. Where is everyone, he wanted to know? There could be an infinite number of answers to this question. Here are a few. 1. There is no paradox, and we really are alone in the universe. Depressing though it may be, sometimes the simplest answers are the most plausible. 2. They're ghosting us. Maybe aliens have a policy not to interfere with less advanced cultures, a bit like the Prime Directive on Star Trek. 3. They don't live long enough to get in touch. This idea, known as the Great Filter, says that no advanced civilization survives long enough to still be around when its neighbours are thriving. For us, threats like nuclear war, climate change or pandemics might spell our doom. 4. They're already here. From Roswell to the Lubbock Lights, there have been plenty of UFO sightings on Earth. Is the government hiding the evidence, or is it fake news?
Alright, so now you've seen what an actual scientist thinks about these things and all of the theories that they think about in the scientific community. Now let's take a look at some of the more common thoughts. So what do normal people think? Well, they think a lot of different things, but there's only a handful of plausible ideas that non-scientific, more leaning towards common sense than anything else. The first one is they just see us as bugs and they don't care if we evolve, live, or die. Another one is that they're very peaceful and are just waiting for us to evolve and move past our nature for war. Or we could actually go back to old George Orwell's theory that they visited us in the past but can't survive in our atmosphere. Maybe Earth is marked as like a no-go zone on their interstellar maps. And maybe if they're actually here in like Area 51, that they have to be kept in a sterile environment for their own survival. And honestly, you don't see a lot of videos of these guys out scurrying around Main Street. Another theory is that they're just waiting for us to destroy ourselves, which in this day and age is very possible. And then there's other theories like they're planning to enslave us or just exterminate us all. And there's other theories, and do me a favor, put them down there in the comments. Let us know what your theories are. There was actually a made-for-TV series that lasted 5 years, 5 seasons, that I honestly believe is probably the best depiction. If those bug-like creatures or humanoids decided to come down and say hi to us with ill intentions, I think that this would be the very best example of how things would go down. Let's take a look.
I was in school when the ships came. They were really big. They blew up army bases. All of the capitals. Then they came.
Falling Skies opens 6 months into what has been a devastating invasion from an alien culture.
We're fighting for our Earth. We don't know what they want, but we're not going to just give it up.
Ultimately, it is about human survival.
Now that the reset button has been pushed, if we had to start over and these survivors became the architects of the next civilization, how would you do it?
Who are you when you are in the most painful, dire situation? What kind of person are you? Are you someone who gets up and fights and has hope?
This is about how to try to retain your sense of humanity when just about everything is being taken away from you.
I know that they don't want us here. Not any of us.
Skitters came after us like locusts. All they wanted were the kids.
We're gonna split up, we're gonna run, and we're gonna survive.
I just want everything back the way it was.
It's gonna get better.
Things change. Some things don't.
Here they come! Stay down!
These things can be hit, and they can be hit hard.
You call yourselves a resistance, right?
So resist! Open fire!
This is our home. Our world.
Falling Skies series premiered this June.
So regardless of what they're doing up there, or if they're here, or body snatching, or regardless of any of all those things, I think what we just need to do is be prepared. Be prepared for our world to change at some point. Maybe not in my lifetime. Maybe not in my children's lifetime. Maybe not even in my grandchildren's lifetime. But if you think that we're all alone out here in this big blackness of the universe, you'd be wrong. Thanks for watching, and I hope you decide to support the page. If you like what I'm doing, go ahead and hit the link below. If it didn't take you directly to it, you can just hit the support page. That's what it should look like. All you have to do is either hit the Patreon symbol or the join button. Doesn't matter. Just hit it and that'll get you started. It's $3 a month for 30-ish days of work from me. The price of a Starbucks coffee. So until the next time, stay safe, have a great day, and I'll see you when I see you. Bye-bye.